Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. Myself, Rashmi Rathi, your host for today's meeting. Welcome to Advanced Meeting at SGF, a non-profitable foundation for everyone to learn and develop their English skills. Invite me to welcome a person who shall introduce our guest speaker. She is our prime mover who is always eager to learn. She is soft spoken and kind hearted. So put your hands together for Coach Shyama Marikar ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. Very good morning and good evening to you all. It's my pleasure and privilege today to introduce our guest speaker as well as the topic. The topic she has chosen is very dynamic, just like the dynamic speaker itself. She is a very profound person, and I'm very proud because more than that, she's a female leader. And today she is there to make aware about how to unleash the leader within us, right? And as you all know, communication is the real work of leadership, right? So this is a very important topic for all the coaches and the teachers. Whatever the work you do, communication is the most important skill, right? So to talk about it, and if you want to become an internationally valid public speaker, what you have to do, what are the tools you have to use, or the strategies you have to use to enhance your communication skill to the next level. To talk about this dynamic topic, we have a dynamic leader with us. Let me introduce. She is from Brazil, and her name is VILMA Barbosa. She graduated in languages, not only in Portuguese, Spanish, and English, and postgraduated in teaching languages English. She's been working as an international English teacher, coach, and mentor for quite a long time. She worked in public and private schools as well. She's been taking part in many webinars, seminars, and conferences as international speaker or moderator to learn more about communicating and teaching English. Her passion, when we talk about people, we like to hear about their passion, right? So her passion is learning and sharing. That's why she is a member of many international organizations. She's been working on lots of international projects in which her students are able to communicate with people from all over the world through online meetings, emails, letters, audios, videos, and so on. She believes education is the key to make it a better world. She teaches her students to be confident and to believe in themselves. So they all be sure they can go where no one has gone before. This is the introduction about our guest speaker today. And we would like to hear a lot of things from our guest speaker today. Now, let me welcome with a big round of applause our guest speaker, VILMA. Online podium is yours.
Thank you. I'm pretty honored to be here today. It's a great pleasure being with Share Every. I learned how to appreciate and love this platform because we have the chance to learn so much. Thank you, Ramabo, for the invitation. Thank you so much. Share Every, our beautiful platform. Join us and help us make this world a better one through education. That's why Share Every is here, and I am so proud of being part of this platform. Thank you, first of all, for giving me the beautiful opportunity. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit on how to become an international speaker, how to become confident about speaking English, and how to bring your communication to a better level, how to become an international speaker, unleash the leader in you. I'm Vilma Barbosa from Brazil, and I am passionate about my job and career, and the learning and sharing is my hobby. This is something that I love a lot, learning from others, empowering myself from others. The beginning of everything. Well, I've been an English teacher for 17, 18 years, more or less, but my career and my life had an upgrade after the pandemic. I know that the pandemic came and that was a disaster for many countries, for many people. Many people lost their family members, their beloved ones. Thank goodness I don't lost any family members, but the pandemic was in my life uh, a point of turning, and that was the beginning of everything. When the pandemic came, we had to teach online, and then I was pretty worried what to do now with my students. I didn't know anything about working online. I was used to work with them face to face, and then I got pretty worried about that. And then immediately when they told us that from the next day we were supposed to teach online, and then I started searching online for tips. How could I teach my students online and teach them in a way that they were able to learn and to enjoy the learning as much they were enjoying the classroom? And that was a moment where everyone was pretty scared from the pandemic, from the virus, and they were worried about losing their family members. They were worried about anything, but they were not worried about learning from school. They were scared about losing their family members and friends. And then we teachers, we had to teach them online, and we had to convince them that they had to continue learning. And then I started searching online for groups, and then I entered in Facebook, and I started searching, and I met some teachers who were having international meetings, who were working with international projects, and I was crazy about the idea. What about bringing my students to the international world? I was in love with the idea, and then I started writing to some teachers, and then we got the invitation, and in March 2021, we had our first international meeting between Brazil and Poland. That was the beginning of everything. Teacher Katerina, I became being part of many groups of teachers, and then I started posting on the internet and inviting other teachers to give their students the same chance. Then I started receiving some invitations from teachers that were part of some international platforms. And then that way I started from being a teacher who were bringing her students to the international meetings, empowering them. And I was also showing different ways that I was working with my students. Then I started building an international network, and I started receiving some invitations to be a speaker and to talk a little bit the way I was teaching my students, because my students were for sure really powered and they were doing a great job. So I started receiving some invitations to how I was being able to do all that. And then I received some invitations. And of course, I said, yes, if I received the invitation, Vilman, would you be available next Saturday? I would say, yes. Later, I would ask, what for? But first of all, I was saying that I was available. And I didn't even know what for, but I was saying, yes, I'll be there. You can count on me. And then this way, I started building an international network. And this is pretty important. Be available, say yes. And then some steps to become an international speaker. I didn't plan none of that from the beginning, but that happened. And then if there are others that are interested in building an international network, you can do some things that I did. Well, first of all, from the beginning, be proud of your past and thankful for the people who lift you up. Let me tell you a little story, just now you understand how these willing of be there, always there, and be active and trying hard my best and try learning different things came from. So I was born in a countryside, and my family is a very poor and simple one. This is my dad, the one in the middle, the blue shirt, my mom, my sister, and my two brothers. We are four children from a simple family. And then since I was a little child, I listened from my dad telling me, believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself that you are able to do anything and study really hard. My dad didn't have the chance to study. He studied just for 3 years and then stopped because he had to study, he had to work to help his parents feed the family. Then he was not able to study. But from the beginning, he was telling us, study, 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 because this is the only chance that you have to change your life. And I was always doing my best. And when I was 13 years old, we moved it to a farm. And there in the farm, my father was supposed to plant tomatoes, and I was always there helping around the tomato plantation. I was always so proud of helping him, because as I am the oldest one, then I was the boy to help him. This is a saying we have here in Brazil, that the oldest one is the one to help the dad. And as I was the oldest one, then I was always helping my dad, and I was so happy and proud of being able to help him, because I know he counted on me. He needed my help, and then I was always there giving my best, helping with the goats, helping with the tomato plantation. And then the owner of the farm, this man here on the right here, his name is Dede. He was the owner of an English school. And then once he asked me, Vilma, would you like to study English? And then I looked at him. I guess my eyes were shining. And I said, yes, I'd love to. But then I didn't have any money. And then I told him that would be a dream, but I don't have any money to pay for the course because it was a private one. And then he told me, don't worry, as you are always giving your best, as you are always there for everything, we need you. I can give you a 100% scholarship. If you really want to study, I'm gonna give you the course for free. And I guess I started crying at that moment, and immediately I started studying English, and I did my best. I studied really, really hard. If there's something that I studied hard in my life, is the English language, because I wanted to be his best student, because that was the only way I had to pay him, because my parents couldn't pay for the study. Sometimes they didn't have any money to buy food. And then I was getting the chance to study English. And I studied really, really hard. And I became his best student. Till today, he tells me that I was his best student. And then I learned English. And when I was 17 years old, we moved downtown. And then once more, teacher Dede was a very important person in my life. I was at that time working as a waitress. And then once when I came to the English class, he told me, Vilma, what are you doing there? Why don't you become an English teacher? And then I was more or less 17, 18 years at that time. And then I told him, I'd love to, but I don't have money to pay for the university course. And then he told me, if you go there and you show them that you want to study, that you really want, you can get a scholarship. And again, that there was been an angel in my life. And he taught me that I could go to university and study it for free. And the next morning, I was there at the university, and I started studying to become an English teacher. I studied language, Portuguese, English, and Spanish. And then 2 years later, I got the invitation to become an English teacher. And then I started as an English teacher. And then that man changed my life completely. And today, when I tell him that he was the angel in my life, and when I thank him, he tells me, Vilma, you deserved that, because you grabbed the opportunity, you did your best, and you never gave up. And then I learned that we have to develop our skills, and then we have to be curious if we wanna be something different in our lives. So let us make our future now, and let us make our dreams tomorrow's reality. This is from beautiful Malala. And this is something that we have to be curious about different things. We have to be curious about learning other things. This is the first step. The first is to be proud of your past and the people who helped you. And the second one is to be curious. And then I had the chance to become one of them. And I was invited to be part of IIU International University. And then they invited me to be there as a speaker. I was pretty afraid of that because, in fact, I was shy to talk in front of people. And then they had me the chance to be there. And I said, yes, I was trying the unknown because I knew that maybe that would be the only chance. And then I grabbed the opportunity and became part of that. We have to overcome our fears because we know that we are afraid of doing different things. We are afraid of trying the unknown. But if we don't overcome our fears, we will be forever doing the same thing. If I didn't overcome my fear of talking with different people, because yes, I was really, really shy in the past. I was afraid of communicating with others. I didn't feel comfortable and confident to talk with others. But then I tried to overcome my fears. And this is something that I teach my students and also my daughter. Try your best and overcome your fear. Try, and you'll be able to do that. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. So never be afraid of going far away. I took some courses on public speaking, and that also helped me on speak better. Learning from others is much more effective than learning from courses. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. And attend meetings and webinars to learn from others. This is something that I love, being there into meetings, learning from others, listening from others, because I believe that we never know everything. I learn every day from my students. Sometimes I should pay them and not the opposite, because I learn much more from them that they learn from me. And this is incredible that we are open. We have to be open to learn even from a child, because they have a lot to teach us. And it doesn't matter if you are a teacher for more than 20 years, you have always to be open-minded to learn from others. And these 2 years that I've been working online with different teachers, I can say that I've learned more than working as a teacher in the classroom for almost 18 years. I've learned a lot these days with others, and I believe that we have to be open-minded to learn from others. Leaders are never satisfied. They continually strive to be better. I love this sentence from Brian Tracy, and I truly believe that we learn every day. We are never ready. We have to learn every day more and more. We have to try, learn, and improve ourselves every day. And as we don't know everything, we have to feel comfortable. In the beginning, I was afraid of asking for help, but then I realized that there was a way to improve myself and also help others. So ask for help, learn from the better ones. And this is the thing that I love more about these international meetings and platforms, because I found out that there are wonderful people and teachers out there that they are ready to help others. And I'd like to thank Yvonne for being always there. I've asked you many, many tips, and you've always been so helpful and kind and friendly to help me. Thank you so much. You have helped me a lot to improve myself. Thank you. And I also learned a lot from teacher Jancy. That was the first teacher that I saw. She is the first teacher who I saw into the Facebook with the international meetings. And then I thought, she is incredible. She was doing so many different activities, and I could see her students' eyes shining. And then I thought, I want to be like her. I wanna be so incredible teacher like she is. And then later I had the opportunity to bring my students to her students, and that was like, wow, an incredible experience, because I was learning and talking with my the one that I was considering my mentor, and I had the opportunity to be, and here I have the opportunity to be in the same platform as Von, and I feel so happy, and I can't believe that I have this chance today. And that's so incredible. Thank you again, Sir Avery, for giving us also this opportunity. Be available at any time. So I started receiving some invitations, and I was always ready to be there. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I attended meetings 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and of course my students were not available at that time, but I was 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, the afternoon, Sundays, Saturdays, holidays. And when people ask me, Vilma, why are you doing that? Are you crazy? And they don't understand this passion that I have with me. This is what I love, learning and sharing. This is something that I found out that makes me a better person, and I do this because I love. And then it doesn't matter if it's holiday, if it's Sunday. I am learning, and learning changed my life, and I want to learn more and more to become even better. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. This is from Jimmy Dan, and I truly believe this, that we are responsible for our future. Sometimes I see people complaining about their lives. Oh, I'm not happy. My life is not good. And they say, okay, what are you doing to change that? Are you doing anything? Or are you there just sitting on your sofa complaining about your life? So if you're not happy with your life, if you're not happy with what you are doing, try and do a different thing, learn a different thing. There are many people out there that are ready to help, but of course you have to give the first step. Try new things. So I'm always trying different things. If someone invites me to do something in a different way, I say yes. Later, I found out, I ask for help what to do. Please guide me what I'm supposed to do, but I'm always trying different things. Move out of your comfort zone. You can only grow if you are willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. Another one from Brian Tracy. Accept the challenges. As I said before, I'm always accepting the challenges. This was the first time I was invited to become a moderator. So accept the challenges. Even if you don't know anything about that, ask for help. There's nothing wrong about asking for help. There will be always someone who will be able and willing to help you. This is from Michelle Obama. One of the lessons that I grew up with ways to always stay true to yourself and never let what somebody else says distract you from your goals. Share what you've learned. This is something that I really enjoy and think that is necessary. In the international field, I could see that teachers, they are so they are open to share what they learn. They don't care to keep the knowledge just for them. So if you ask them, can you teach me how do you do that? They will be happy helping you. And this is the way I learned, and I'm so thankful. All the teachers and all the mentors that were there teaching me, helping me in order, I also learned what they were doing. And then every time, as I said, every time that I learn something new, I share with others, because this way I have the chance to help more and more students. We have the chance to help change this world, because the true education is that we change the world and empowering people to become better. The best leaders have a high consideration factor. They really care about their people. And when you are talking English, when you are communicating English, focus on communicating, focus on expressing, and speak from your heart, because this is beautiful. When you know, and the students know, when you are talking from your heart, or when you are just reading lines from a book, or reading lines from the internet. So speak with your heart, and the other people will understand you. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, because we are all human beings and we are there to help you. believe in yourself. This is the most important thing. As my dad he used to say until today, he says, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, then you'll be able to do wonders in this world. If you believe in yourself, you'll be unstoppable and you can go anywhere. I am the proof of this. Today, I am here on in this amazing platform with amazing people, and all our dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. And I had the courage to pursue my dreams, and today, from a child in the countryside who didn't know even Portuguese well, I managed to learn English, and today I am an international public speaker. I am learning every day, and I am so proud of that. I don't know everything, no one knows everything, but we have to be kind and humble to accept that we learn every day. And I am ready to learn more and more, and I want to become so good as so many mentors that we have there. And this is my inspiration: learn and become better every day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And that was an excellent talk. Beautiful, just like you, coach.
Thank you.
And I truly enjoyed a lot, and I'm sure our privileged audience did too. The topic was very relevant and must have captured everyone's attention because everyone wants to be a better public speaker. Now it is a time to have our reviewer to give our feedback. He is joyful, supportive, and inspirational member of our 𝐿 family. The virtual stage is yours, Coach Gautam Pal, sir.
Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. First of all, I must thankful to share every and the today's host and today's speaker as well. I was wondering throughout a story of rag to riches, right? Simply, uh, this is a great inspirational story, I would say. Thank you very much for insightful deliberation. From whole of your content, I have got one very important point, that is, don't miss any opportunity in life. Don't judge any opportunity, whether it is small or whether it is big. Don't judge it. Whatever in front of you in terms of opportunity, grab it immediately. Right. I'm also example of this, because whenever I got this opportunity to join Share Every, I hadn't thought twice, right? I joined and I am here and I have learned so many things. And today we have a cutting edge example of VILMA ma'am in front of us. Really inspiring story, ma'am. There are a few points I would like to highlight. That is, developing skill is very important. Having a mentor, very important. And today we got to know one thing, that internet has immense power. Whatever you got, if I go through your whole lifespan, your fame, your learning is based on internet, right? Based on social media, whatever the opportunities you have get from the social media, your exposure, all you have got, that is from social media. So it is very good example for today. So many people are telling that, oh my god, internet is providing nasty things, something like that, but it is not like that. It is up to the user, how he or she wants to use internet. And the most important part you told, that try new things, don't afraid of doing new things, and share your learnings with others. When you share your learning, that means that you are also practicing this, right? And one most important thing I would like to highlight, that you told that attend meeting and webinar whenever you get opportunities. So I'd like to give example of Share Every, right? If you want to enhance yourself in terms of speaking, definitely Share Every is here to help, right? And there are so many platforms are also there, but this is quite different. To summarize it, I am telling you that it could have been better, right? I was expecting little bit, because you have told your inspiring life journey. It is very good thing that we have to learn so many things, but I was expecting a little bit about the how we can become the international speaker, right? So everybody in ShareFD aspires to be an international speaker or national speaker, and it is a very crucial part of communication, right? So the next time I would expect from you that next time when you come to the ShareFD for your next presentation, definitely I would like to listen something about the process. By that we can get that particular stage where we can deliver very confidently in front of so many people, whether the audience may be Indian, maybe international audience will be there. So thank you very much for all your insightful deliberation. And back to our Rashmi ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for that brief yet detailed review.